नमस्ते दीदी।
नमस्ते संगीता जी। नमस्ते।
One, shall we start after 1 minute because it is 59 in my watch?
Yeah, we can wait for 1, 2 more minutes so that others can also join if they are to join.
Okay. Geeta Didi, are you going to do the presentation or your director sir is going to join?
दीदी रुकिए ना, डॉक्टर मूर्ति किसी और दूसरे रूम में एंटर हो गए, तो मैं उनको थोड़ा फिगर आउट करना के लिए हेल्प कर रही हूँ कि
Okay. No issue. We will wait for 5 minutes, right?
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू।
Didi, Manishi Didi, in individual sharing, we have Ajay Pal Bhaiya and Amrish Patil Bhaiya, and probably they will join by 10:40 or 10:30.
And it's okay till then. We'll have this presentation, institutional presentation from Public Enterprise Hyderabad.
Yeah.
So then they can join. No issue.
When they will start, I will call both. Ajay Bhaiya talk to me in the morning. I will call Amrish Bhaiya and remind him so
Okay.
that both will join by 10:30.
जी।
Dr. Manishi Didi, can you help me? Whether I am in the right room?
Ji Bhaiya.
Yeah. I just wanted to confirm whether I am there in this room number 4 only.
Yeah, you are there. You are there. Ji.
Didi, shall we start?
Ji, Sangeeta ji.
Sangeeta
Namaste to all. Welcome to the second day of third rehearsal in 9th International Conference on Universal Human Values. The chairperson of today's session, Dr. Manishi Mishra Didi. She is professor in Applied Science Department in AKGEC Ghaziabad, and she is also the member of Value Education Cell. I invite Didi. Welcome, Didi.
Thank you. Thank you, Sangeeta Didi. So once again, a very warm welcome. Namaste to all our distinguished speakers, participants, and attendees who are joining us from across the globe on Zoom and the YouTube platform. So it's my pleasure to welcome you to this special segment of 9th Online International Conference on Universal Human Values in Higher Education. So we are focusing on a very inspiring and practical aspect of our theme, that is value-based education for a humane society, as we explore how institutions and individuals are actively implementing universal human values in their educational practices. So over the past sessions since yesterday, we have explored the theoretical underpinnings of value-based education, the challenges in implementing it, and the potential for positive societal change. But in this session, we are going to dive deeper into the heart of these principles by hearing the first-hand experiences from institutions and individuals who have made it their mission, to instill universal human values within themselves and their communities. So these stories will not only inspire us, but also serve as a guide to those of us who are looking to implement similar practices in our own educational environments. So here's how today's session will unfold. Let me introduce it. Today we'll hear from one institution and two individual experiences. So the way it will go, that institution will have around 30 minutes to share, 30 to 35 minutes to share their insights, and then 5 to 10 minutes for question, answer, and observation. But in overall, we'll get 40 minutes for institution sharing. So besides for individual sharing, we have 20 minutes each. We have two individuals sharing with 20 minutes each, out of which we can observe 15 minutes for our sharing and 5 minutes for question and answer if we get any from the Zoom participants or the YouTube participants. So let me just introduce our first presenter of this session. Do we have Professor S. Srinivasa Murthy ji in our session?
Yeah.
Sangeeta ji?
Actually, Didi, my video has been stopped, and Dr. Murthy is also, I think, unable to access his. Can somebody help him out for a minute? He's there but unable to.
Okay, from tech team, if anyone can help, sir.
And my video is also not. I'm unable to on it. Start
Okay.
it. It says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
So tech team or somebody from
yeah, ma'am. Trying.
Okay.
Can you share Vaya's phone number with me?
Yes, I will.
Somebody, please.
I will.
So Murthy sir will be sharing the presentation.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. This exactly.
Okay. Let him join. Let him join first.
1 minute. I'll give the number. Should I put his number here in the message?
In the chat.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll put it.
Sangeeta ji, till Murthy sir joins us, can we have the individual sharing from Dr. Amresh Patil?
Yes, Didi, we can utilize his time.
Ji,
And
ji,
since Bhaiya is available, we can have that.
ji, sure. So, let me call upon Dr. Amresh S. Patil. He is an associate professor at PDA College of Engineering, Kalaburi, Karnataka. Let us listen to his experiences of integrating universal human values to his personality in terms of the transformation within impacting his behavior outside. Patil Bhaiya, may we have you with your presentation?
Yeah. Namaste, Dr. Manisha Mishra, and thanks for calling me to share my insights with respect to values.
Excuse
Before
me,
that,
Bhaiya. Sorry to interrupt you, Bhaiya. Will you please switch on your video?
Yeah, Didi, it's not, the host is not allowed me also the video to start.
Oh,
Yeah. Even I tried the same. I was just trying to put it in the, yeah, now it is okay. Now
Yes,
it is
Bhaiya.
not. Namaste to everyone. Good morning. It is nice to be with you all in this present morning to share my own experience the moment I got connected to this content. So basically, as already Dr. Manisha Mishra has introduced me, I am a faculty in an engineering college in northern part of Karnataka, where I had put 54 years before I got connected to this content. See, the experience of my own with respect to the teaching part was there accidentally, because I was more towards the construction and all that, but I got into teaching, and now this values has really connected me. The proposals that I heard from an FDP, from where I started in somewhere in 2021 July. So every time I hear about, I participate in those weekly meetings, the content clarity is getting better and better. The more I am with this content, the more I am able to see myself, that what I am, and what is that, it's the present state. So where is it efforts have to be put is getting clearer and clearer. And this aspect of self verification or self exploration has really fastened in me once when I was able to connect to this morning sessions. Those two morning sessions where there are elaborate discussion of one self looking at the others, looking at my own self and the self reading the body. So those two exercises are helping for my exploration. And today, when I am there with you all to share my own experience with respect to the relationship. So relationship, when I was heard of this proposal that I need not to create any relationship, and the relationship is always there with oneself to the other self. This has connected me, and now when I'm talking of the relationship, I'm talking of my own family, especially the spouse and my children. So earlier, before this, I was got to this content. I was always putting efforts in the form of getting some physical facilities most of the time, and I thought that this is what is helping my living part. But I had always something or the other left out, because the physical facility could always help the other and me for a very short duration. And the moment I think upon or I imagine something else, I get disturbed. So that is what was happening, and I was not ever able to know what is that is going around. And there were a lot of sleepless nights where we never used to discuss what really is the issue. And I used to feel that myself is correct at that situation, and my spouse used to understand that she is correct at her own level. So there were a lot of sleepless nights. Once when I got the proposal of the trust is the foundation value, and now the trust is only to make the others happy and make others prosperous. This got connected to me, and is that I am only trying to see them in the word in the form of words, or can I bring that into the leading part? So that I started understanding that where I lack for the with the relationship not flourishing the way I want. There's something that is as a stick up, as a stigma to me. So then this part of understanding started in me, and I was able to connect with that trust, and over evaluation and under evaluation would always lead for some of the discomfort with us during our living part. And whenever something is happening in line with me, with my thinking, I used to over evaluate it and try to be in a state of excitement, but I never used to understand what is it harmony is. And harmony is that state which I just want to continue in every moment. So that I started with myself asking this question: is that I am trying for this, I am putting efforts for my for myself, for the transformation, or I am only trying to think about. So think was sometimes only helping me for a while, but that continuity was not ever possible. But once when I started to understand the content in a better way regarding what is the respect is the evaluation of myself, my state, and the evaluation of the other state, and now trying to make ourselves complementarity in how I can help the other. Now earlier, whenever I used to be told of some work at the house, I used to always get irritated. Why only me, and why I only should work? But now it is not so. I am able to see that participation is what is helping me, how I can help my family, how I can help the children's for their own exploration part. And now it is not in the form of reaction anymore. Might be there are triggers now, everything has solved out, but triggers are only there for a while, and we are now able to discuss what really is the issue and what really is the purpose of the disturbance within ourselves. Now this is in the form of a dialogue. So this dialogue is helping me every time whenever we come across some issues around, and proposals are there and we discuss, and there is nothing like for me to prove anything. It is not I anymore. It is now we together, because I'm able to see how I can help the family, how I can help the children. And now with this understanding at the level of family, when I go to workplace, I definitely participate at the level of my institution, at the level wherever I get an opportunity to share myself with this content of values in the community. Also, I do try to participate now. So this is all happening around, and because now what is my natural acceptance is always a guide for me. Whenever I get disturbed, I do ask myself, is this naturally acceptable to me? This question, this exploration part of within, asking myself what really is that I'm looking for, this is helping me. And every time I have an issue, I try to resolve by dialogue, by discussion. I nothing like I am superior, I am inferior, or nothing of that sort. I always, whenever there is an issue, that issue can be solved is what is my look for. I am now looking for the solution centric, not towards the problem centric. I try to help the other, so that why I do help, because I am able to see that my state of living, that harmonious living, is helping the other. So that is all that I am able to see with this content, and this content is helping the living part. Otherwise, earlier it used to be only the struggle, because I used to only try to work for the feelings from the other, and a lot of struggle also. Most of the time unhappiness used to be the result, not always but sometimes. And now it is not the struggle, it is now the participation, how I can be helpful for the family members, how I can be helpful for the relatives, how I can helpful for the family friends and all that, whoever I am coming in across. So that is what is there with my understanding happening in my day-to-day life. That is what I want to share today with respect to the relationship. Thanks for giving the opportunity once again, Dr. Manisha Mishra. Any questions are there, I am ready to take.
Thank you so much, Patil sir, for this valuable experience sharing.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to relationship,
Yeah.
it becomes crucial for each one of us to look into ourselves and our relationships.
Yes, yes.
So whenever we are able to see the relationship, we cooperate and we complement.
Yes.
And we don't even recognize that living in a same family, we call them the blood relatives,
Yes.
but still not able to recognize the relationship.
Yes.
And we get into so much of opposition that we, leave the outsiders within the family. We are not able to see the relationship. So without understanding relationship, it's really difficult. So with your exploration, you could see that yes, it is me who has to work on my understanding and ensure those relationships.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
Yeah, it is most of the time the feeling part. If at all
Ah,
I am getting agitated, any work is assigned, even when I am being told to wash the utensils, I do participate there. I just try to help the other. See, there is my participation, how I can help the other. Then that feeling is there. I enjoy that part of working rather than taking it as stress now. Earlier, it used to be a stressful aspect. Now it is not so.
Gee. And this is what happened yesterday midnight. My daughter sent me an article
Yeah.
which was on this patriarchy, how a mother, in her upbringing, nurtures the child, that it is not about differentiation of male or female. It is about human being, and
Yes.
each one of us can do all types of tasks. It is not
Yes.
about defining that this particular task is for women and this is for men. So
Yes.
it is really true. If we understand, we really feel that overwhelming feeling within when we understand relationship, live with complementarity. It has another way of looking at it.
Yes.
Very nice.
It is now a lot of no pressure, Nidhi. Now it is all eased out and it is only helping the other. Because I am also blessed with two daughters, as you said,
Okay.
regarding the gender differentiation. But I
Gee.
never ever felt earlier, I never felt might be some condition. Now it is there in my understanding part. So it is eased out. Earlier might be I thought that, okay, what is the difference, if at all, if I'm having two daughters? But it is not so now. It is now their own choice, because it's every self has to take this decision. The center of living is what is the self that I am able to see very clearly nowadays. Yeah, nice.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you. If we have some more questions from our attendees, the participants, we can come up with our question to Dr. Patil. He's there with us. We can, know more about his experiences.
Yeah,
Gee.
definitely.
जी नमस्ते डॉक्टर अमरीश सर.
Yeah, namaste, sir.
नमस्ते.
It
So
is Dr. Patil, Dr. Ajay Amresh S. Patil, who is with us.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yes.
so Didi, can I ask one question to him?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir. So as you are sharing, sir, है ना, that earlier there was a lot of agitation and it was not that much. So I actually am interested in the process through which you are able to realize that that you are going through that pressure. And so what is the process through which you have realized that you are under pressure and now you have understanding relationship and coming at peace after understanding the relationship? So I am more interested in the process.
Yeah. Process is where only to ask this question: what really is? What is that I want? Is that I want hesitation with my spouse, or is that I want that relationship? If I'm asking myself, then the content in behind me, because I had with last 2.5 years, I am always thinking about whenever I am there alone. We all human beings do talk ourselves, but am I talking of something which is on a priority? See, this, if it is happening, it is sharing the content. I always get connected to those proposals where they are helping the individuals, for me especially. Then I always think that it is only for me to know, is it is an information, or can I bring that into the living part? And this is always helping me whenever I talk to myself that what is that I want? Is this I just want my spouse and I to be having a fight, or is that I want a cordial environment at the home? Then this comes up into the living part. This is what I am able to see most of the time. I get good triggered, but I just check myself. This is helping me. I get an answer within that. No, this is not helping me. Then I go with the other proposal myself.
Ji. Actually, what you are saying is, I'm also trying to do this. At times, what happens is that after the incident, I'm able to realize that incident has happened.
Yeah.
But when that incident is actually happening, at times I went with the flow, and that time reaction happens.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm asking that if during the moment, if I'm able to realize the reaction inside me, then maybe that confront can be avoided, or it can be betterly managed.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. As you said, this is also, I had passed through this junction, this way of happening. But if I'm slowing down the process, if I'm giving some time for myself, asking this question, there is a time for me because myself has all that capacity. But I will not be utilizing it. I will not be asking this question myself. If I give certain time there, I can definitely improve upon my conduct outside, because I am most of the time living at the level of the gross part. But my innateness, if I'm asking him, that is what is settled part. Settled part is a self. If I'm able to converse with the other self, then okay, this is what is there in the self. I do come out with the expression which is helping the other now. Earlier, definitely, as you said, that was also there in my living. I was not able to bring it out, even that everything is there within my understanding. But how to do it? How to do it is a process for everyone to go through that. It is only on my priority. If I'm asking this, if I'm blowing with the flow, then I must struggle. Definitely. If I'm asking this question, what is that I want? Is that I want to struggle, or is that I want to have a peaceful discussion, a dialogue with the other in the form of a response? States, acts, and events are all happening around. But what is that I am holding with? There are two words with I just kept on asking myself, where once Ganesh ji has put it in his discussion. That is, one is acceptance, that is Swikriti and Samarpani. So I always remember these two words. One is I just accept the way it has happened, and now Samarpani, how I can be participating there at that event. That is what is helping me. Not every time. I do get agitated, I do get disturbance, but very less moments. That's what is happening in the living part.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Thanks, Ajay sir. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, Amrish sir, for
Yeah.
this nice enlightening, sharing, which has really stormed our brains. As Ajay sir could also come up with a question of that agitation, even though practicing. So it is actually the matter of our sanskar. And this we have to practice. The more we practice by looking within and addressing what exactly is naturally acceptable to us, gradually the sanskars will be able to evaluate them. And when such situations appears, we'll be able to see within, and the situation of our reaction will automatically be calmed down. Yeah, and this is all the matter of practice only.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Because we have accumulated these sanskars since very long. We don't even know about it.
Yeah.
So it is with this practice of morning session where we look within and see ourselves through ourselves, it will help us resolve these issues.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
thanks for everyone to listen me, and good day. Namaste.
Namaste, sir. So it is now time to present our next speaker. So our next presenter is Professor S. Srinivasa Murthy, sir.
Namaste,
He
madam.
is, Namaste, sir. He is, let me introduce you, sir. He is Director for Institute of Public Enterprise, Hyderabad. We are actually pretty keen to listen from you, your journey of integration of universal human values into your institution's curriculum for creating a compassionate and inclusive learning environment. So we all welcome you, sir, once again, and would like to go through your presentation.
Thank you,
Over
madam.
to you, sir.
Namaste, Didi, and my colleague, Dr. Geeta, and all presenters here. Thank you very much for giving us an opportunity to make a presentation about the UHV activity at the Institute of Public Enterprise. The Institute of Public Enterprise was started in the year 1964, and it is an institute actually recognized as a center of excellence by the ICSSR.
Sir, can I just interrupt you? Sir, will you put the presentation from your side, or you want me to?
Yeah, you can share, Geeta.
I will share it.
Yeah.
Didi, I can do that from my side, no? While Professor Murthy is...
Yes. We welcome Professor Geeta also. to this presentation and supporting Dr. Murthy in this exercise. Ji.
Geeta Didi, will you please make it full screen?
Yes, 1 second. This is fine now,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So, good morning, delegates and speakers. As I was telling, the institute was started in the year 1964, mainly to help the public sector enterprises in terms of the training, research, and consultancy. So it has done a lot of training, research, and consultancy. And of course, then thought of entering management education. In 1981, IPA started one part-time MBA program for public sector executives that was called as MBA Public Enterprise. And then started full-time programs right from 1995 onwards when we started first PGDM program with AICTE approval, PGDM. Then afterwards, we started series of programs as and when the requirement is there. We started, when there is a boom in the retail sector, we started PGDM marketing management. When there is a financial meltdown, we started PGDM banking, insurance, financial services. Similarly, we started PGDM international business HR. And this year we started PGDM business analytics. And we also started fellow program. So we have about 1,100 students on campus with the 58 faculty members. Geeta, next slide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the need for human values in management. Actually, we have been discussing about this, how the role of management institutions in inculcating human values. And more said than actually, it is very difficult to really imbibe values in human beings. In fact, the great work for this should be given to the parents who actually right from childhood, they inculcate values in them, and also the teachers at school level and especially school level, primary and higher secondary and high school level. The teachers give a lot of values in the students, and the students, they consider no, whatever the teacher says, that is ultimate. That's where the impact is felt more in school education. When it comes to colleges, it is very difficult. The only way to inculcate values in them is to provide opportunities where they can really have hands-on various activities. That's what we are doing at Institute of Public Enterprise, whereas we have a Center for Universal Human Values established. And we also, as part of the curriculum, we have introduced business ethics, corporate ethics as part of the curriculum, so that in addition to corporate governance, CSR, they also understand business ethics and the relevance of business ethics in the corporate world. Next. So what we do at IPE to inculcate this UHV amongst the students. So for the first stage, when they're exposed to this concept of UHV, is the induction program we conduct normally on 1st July, our academic session starts. So there we have 3-week induction program where we provide all aspects of UHV and also inviting, for example, Ramakrishna Mutt President, Sri Swami Bodhamaya Anandaji. He comes and addresses the students and values of importance of values in life and management. So like that, we also invite people, corporate leaders, and asking them to speak on values. Managing director of Deloitte coming and talking about how values are important in corporate. And like that, when they listen from the corporates who are going to take them for recruitment, they actually get convinced that the value system is very important. Now, in addition to this induction program, what we do is normally the last day we kept for student activities, including our UHV and mentoring and other things. And we gave opportunity for students to form into student clubs. There are more than 12 clubs. For every domain area, there is a club like marketing, HR, operations, and for every passion, there is a club like photography, cultural club, social club. So these clubs are actually the opportunities for students where actually they can come together and also decide know what they can do in that particular club activity. So we strongly believe that learning takes place not only in the classroom but outside the classroom. So the clubs have become so important when there are so many students on campus, students coming from different parts of the country with different culture, different languages, and they mingle with each other, interact with each other, and they understand the concepts in a better way in participating in the club activity. So every day, last hour is kept for that. And sports is also integral part of our activities. So the last hour, either they can have club activity or sports or anything. In addition to that, we have provided counselor service at the institute, counselor, psychologist, because nowadays the students, they are highly emotional and certain things they share with us, certain things they don't share. So what we have done, we have provided an opportunity for them to go and interact with the counselor and share these things, and she will give the proper advice for them, what is required. So the next thing is mentors and experts from outside. So on a continuous basis, we bring mentors from industry. For example, we have entrepreneurship cell in the institute. So where we organize Startupedia event. There is an event we have conducted for the 10th year in succession. Startupedia event invites students from different B schools. They come and make B plan presentations, and then we bring mentors and experts, and they help the students in actually how they can start their own ventures and new ventures. Then celebrating diversity. So actually, right from the date of joining, we believe that we should encourage diversity, and we in fact give scholarships based on the diversity also. Merit scholarships are given, and scholarships are given to the students who are coming from northeastern states, Jammu, Kashmir, and Ladakh and areas, and SC, ST, minorities, and women candidates. They get special attention in the form of scholarships and further coaching with regard to placements and other things. So community interaction programs, we actually invite the local people who are their self-help groups. So we also bring them to the campus. We also discuss about our initiatives, and we also involve them. And also our students will go to the schools or colleges nearby, and they spread the message. For example, the students, they have gone on the importance of non-use of plastics. For that, they have gone to the high school and they have represented that. Old age home visit, we take them so they understand the importance of life. It is not only just self, but you should also take care of the people in and around you, the social responsibility. So we take them, and also awareness about uh, usage of waste and other thing. In fact, we have a system where water is not wasted, is used, treated, and used for flush and plantation purposes. And whatever waste is there from canteen, that is also actually disposed of in the proper way. So that's it. Next. So these are details of the student induction program. So already I briefly explained about this UHV. So this is an opportunity for the students to interact with the industry people, to understand the importance of values in corporate life. And there are people, chief executives, who tell them that it is always very important to be to yourself, down to earth, and work hard, have honesty, integrity, all these values. They will take them to greater heights. So when they hear from the corporate leaders, they actually they appreciate, and they try to inculcate. Next. Of course, as you told, we created a separate exclusive cell for universal human values. My colleague, Dr. Abhay Srivastava, is a coordinator cell, and Dr. Geeta, of course, plays an important role because she is working very closely with UHP organizers, and she goes as an expert in various programs and also for comparing and other things. What we have done is that through this cell, we have identified the faculty to be actually trained this area UHV, as AICT says. So depending on the number of students, the faculty to be trained under UHV, accordingly, we have trained our faculty. Introductory course, many people have done 38 plus. And then afterwards, UHV2 also we have done. In addition to that, we have had our own program, which of course we are going to see. And this concept has got more importance, especially of this COVID period. People started thinking about their personal life, and their attention to the personal family members. So how important is life? Then certainly this concept has got more sought after now in institutions, because it is actually a concept which helps the students in managing their emotions, and also developing themselves as a all-round personality, and also having social responsibility as one of the important things as part of education. Next, please. So, with the support of UHV Center, we have organized a 3-day introductory UHV FDP. So, what we thought, though many faculty have been trained, then we thought that everyone should be trained at one place. So, when they come together, they actually come out freely their feelings and expressions. And that's how I should compliment Dr. Geeta, who has taken keen interest in that. And we organized, and Sunil Bhaiya, we're really grateful for coming to the campus. And all 3 days, he was discussing about all the aspects. And we find that faculty and staff are discussing many things with Sunil Bhaiya and other speakers on that occasion. So 46 have participated. So entire institute has this now UHV orientation, this thing. Okay, Geeta. This is, of course, the photo of the all faculty staff. We have undergone that. Next, please. This is the first time we find our faculty staff squatting on floor. We had doubt. We had a doubt whether people will accept that, but they appreciated that rather. And they I think it is, even we never expected that people will participate so actively, office people, staff people, and we are grateful to the UHV organizers for thinking about IPE. And 3 days they were sitting like that. Some people who could not sit like this, they were actually to the walls. Some people sitting on the chairs, but all of them were really interested in the concept. That way we have observed, and it has really paid off. And at the end of the day, the last hour, when they were to share the experiences, we are very happy to see that they were sharing their personal life experiences. How they are able to connect UHV to their personal life. Earlier, they never thought about family, concern for family, appreciating spouse or children, etc. But now they understand that the emotional balance takes place only, they have this concern for the family members. And they actually share many such experiences as a part of this last hour. Next, Geeta. So this actually told that on a continuous base, we are doing this UHV. In fact, the students themselves, they have one thing called as box of kindness. The students, they collect whatever unused things are there at home, and they also request faculty staff. So we provide unused clothes, books, or things, so that it can be given to the needy people. That is called as box of kindness. And second important way the students is, they go and directly distribute food to the old age homes. And during Corona period also, our students have done excellent support by providing food to the people there. So in fact, as part of this presentation, we have kept 2-3 student opinion also, how they felt after exposure to the concept of UHV. But we as faculty, we are able to see the impact of that. Myself, Geeta, and all the people who have taken it seriously. Certainly, it brings peacefulness in a person. A person is able to face any challenge. There is no question of stress, and any activity we are able to undertake with ease. As director, I always believed that work-life balance is very important. So they spend half the time in the office, half the time at home. So it is our responsibility as head of the institution to see that they are as happy as they were at home. And they should go home with a feeling of satisfaction, fulfillment. Then automatically they go home and they spend time happily. If at all there is a personal problem also, we attend to that. No, we tell them, take leave, please attend to that. Because as a person, we should respect them, because their role they play in the institute is like an employee. but equally important role they are playing at home. So we encourage them. If any hospitalization, in fact, during Corona period, our management has taken a decision. If anyone is hospitalized, entire expenditure is paid by the institution, complete cost. But for the 2 years, any such case, anybody admitted, any member of the family admitted, not only the staff, any member in the family of this employee admitted also, entire expenditure was borne by the management. So our president, Sri K. Madhava Garu, former chief secretary, and he actually believes that we should actually take care of the student. That's how institute actually acted during that period. And in addition to that, we have taken insurance for all the students at that time. Complete insurance premium was paid by the institute. Insurance coverage for students, faculty, staff, entire premium was paid by the institution. So we also heard about Tata Group, a company at that time. If anybody died also, Tata actually paid the remaining salary for the employee. It's a great Tata Group actually is a role model for all such noble values, ethics. So from IP point of view, we have been taking care of this by providing scholarship to the poor students, and we are implementing fee reimbursement scheme because AICT says that 5% of the seats you can give for people who are coming from low income group. So entire fee reimbursement we have given to such students, about 24 students we have given, and about 1.5 crore worth scholarships are given to the students who are actually, based on their entrance test. We provide them, so encourage them. Not only that, lot of money is spent on the student. IP management believes that IP should provide high quality education at an affordable rate. So keeping that in mind, we are training people and seeing that they are placed in good companies. The next, Geeta. So this actually, yeah, we have a very good campus, 22-acre campus with all facilities for students. In fact, very good indoor sports complex available, to badminton courts, table tennis, carom, chess, and we have all. I think Sunil Bhaiya and the people who came, they appreciated. They actually walked around the entire campus, the facilities the students are having. We have a FIFA standard football ground, whatnot. See, gym and laundry facility for students, and tennis courts, you name it, everything is available. Besides a beautiful green, lush green campus, the students they can have very healthy life, and everything is provided to the student. There is a clinic also provided to the students. 24-hour nurse is available. So we have tie up with Medicity Hospital for anything. We take the students there. So we take care of health of the students. Yes. These, of course, some of the facilities we are having the students. Next. Yeah, next. This I was telling that our students are selected for United Nations event. So they are working on a concept. We should not use plastic anymore. So avoid plastic. So as part of that, they formed what is known as Chaturveer. So 4 students have come. They have been selected by the United Nations. So they have actually spread the concept in the college itself. So how we have to do the waste disposal, how we can actually reduce the use of plastics. And not only saying at the campus, they have gone to the JP High School there, right? This photo is actually our students, they're taken with the headmaster, my colleague Dr. Pillai is there, all the Chaturveer students, and also the school students. So they explained about the importance of not using plastic. So we strongly believe that we should work with the local people. That's the main important thing. So we gone there, we given this message to them. Recently, we have conducted one workshop for self-help groups, women self-help group. There are about 50 women came to our campus. So we gave them financial education as part of our Center for Financial Education. So we told them that anytime they want any training, IP is there to help. So we strongly believe that we should take care of the people who are in that locality. Next. Yeah, this is also another Speak Out Club. When they organized events on this sustainability and all these issues. As I told, there are 12 clubs. Next, Geeta. So students of today occupy important positions in the corporate world and become responsible citizens. So unless we tell them now, they will not be able to remember or practice anything. That's the reason through various ways we are inculcating values in them. And the best way to inculcate is to provide them opportunity where they can actually participate. So we have taken them to Akshaya Patra. We are teaching a course on corporate social responsibility. So we're taking them to Akshaya Patra and seen how they are able to provide food to lakhs of people. So that consciousness is very important. So through in a practical way, we teach them when they remember that yes, corporate social responsibility should be part of our agenda in the corporate agenda when they go back. And of course, public sector enterprises, private sector enterprises spending a lot of money on CSR to this extent. And that's the reason we are taking them to old age homes. They understand the poor people's need. They should respond to the needs of the people. So, we strongly believe that an individual with good human values will always be a good asset to the organization and nation. So, I always tell the student, don't cut corners, work hard, have no honesty, integrity. That will actually pay them off in the long term. So, we always emphasize on 3 Ps. Profit, people, and planet. So, of course, profit anyhow, as part of their duty, they will take care, having more net profit and all. But you should also work towards the people and the society at large, people working in the organization, and also planet. So now we should take care of the planet. Sustainability is also is the most sought after thing. ESG reporting and everything is taking place now. Okay, next. Yeah. So what we have done, what we are going to do. So as a preliminary step, IP, most of the faculty members are trained in basic UHV course. Some of them, they have attended UHV 2 also. UHV 1 more than 40 plus, they have done UHV 1 introductory course. One plus point is that staff also have done. That is very important. See, because there are people who are working in admission department. There are people working in administration, placements, SIP. So when these people are actually given the values and the way they respond to the student queries, no, they should talk to the students in a polite way. They understand the questions and also bring to the notice of the management. So that type of transformation we are able to achieve through UHV. Faculty staff are aware of importance of human values, which is helping them their personal and professional lives. They are able to quote with examples. So that's what I told the last hour during the 3-day program. They shared so many experiences. Students as part of oriented programs are shared with UHV content. Okay. Geeta keep on telling me that some students specifically come with so many doubts and other things. So the videos, you will understand how passionate they are about. Yeah. And we are ready to work with you, Didi, for organizing any such events and also coming forward. Now, as you know, we are also organizing partner of this international conference. We take pride in this. We thank you for giving us this opportunity.
So, sir, I will share
Yeah.
some small videos with our
Yes,
students.
please.
Entered this institution. World's like
Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Voice. సార్ ఒక మీటింగ్లో ఉన్నాను మళ్ళీ ఫోన్ చేస్తా. I think you are not able to hear properly, Geeta.
Sir, there is no volume?
No volume.
So how do I go about?
Didi, Geeta Didi, while sharing, you will get in the right side audio. So click on that audio, then we can hear the audio.
Where did it?
In the Zoom, when you share the video, somewhere in the right side, you will get audio option.
Okay, let me do it. Share sound.
Yes, Didi.
Anna
Yeah,
Didi?
Yes.
yeah. Share sound.
Now it is.
Yeah, it is now.
When I first entered this institution, my goals were clear. I was here to get good grades, secure a great placement, and earn my degree. Academic and career success seemed like the ultimate purpose of my education. The sessions on universal human values opened my eyes to a deeper truth. I realized the need for these values in building trust and positive impact. As I learned, end of education is not just a degree or a job offer. The end of education is character, which shapes an individual in contributing back to the society. This new perspective helped me to see that education should be for life and not for living. In today's world, the need for skill-based education is undeniable, equipping us with the tools to succeed. But equally crucial is value-based education.
This is one of the girls did this small thing. And another one very nicely shared what she has picked up during the like.
Good afternoon to all the dignitaries. I'm Prashna Chit. Today I'm here to share my insights. Good afternoon to all the dignitaries. I'm Praharshita Chetkuru and I'm currently pursuing PGDM in HRM from the Institute of Public Enterprise. So today I'm here to share my insights on harmony within a human being. Today let us explore the profound harmony within a human being. Human beings are not merely bodies. We are coexistence of the self and the body. Each part has its unique needs, while the self, or that is our consciousness, our soul, seeks happiness and fulfillment through right understanding and feelings, whereas the body requires physical facilities like food and shelter, etc. So these needs are distinct yet interdependent. They have to coexist. So, for instance, like material possessions cannot satisfy our consciousness, just like how feelings cannot nourish our physical body. Understanding this distinction helps us prioritize and balance our efforts for both. So, this coexistence is very important. What self needs might not be needed by the body, what body needs might not be needed by the self, but they have to coexist. We have to find a way for both. When we align our assumptions and actions with reality, recognizing relationships and fulfilling them meaningfully is what matters the most. It is important to assume, it is important to know the reality and recognize the relationship first. And that is when harmony emerges, is what I believe. This harmony starts within ourselves and radiates outwards, influencing our relationship with others and also with the nature. So, to achieve this, let us self explore and reflect. Are we spending more effort on acquiring physical facilities than nurturing our understanding and relationships? It is important to question this to yourself, and that's when you realize that balance is crucial, or balancing is crucial for living a life of continuous happiness and mutual prosperity. We human beings generally assume or believe to have a continuous happiness, whereas that doesn't really happen in reality. So let's strive to understand ourselves, recognize our true needs, and live in alignment with them. In doing so, we pave the way for inner peace in human society. Thank you.
Thank you.
This was another. If we have time, do we have time, Didi? No, I think we are done. No?
We are left with 5 minutes. We still have 5 minutes to go.
There was another. There were some boys who wanted to. They have just sent something. So can I share that? our
Yes,
second
yes, you can.
listener
You
there.
can.
Sort of interest they have made this. So,
Otherwise, we'll get an opportunity during the main show.
okay.
Um,
Okay, Didi, that time I'll show. Yeah.
uh,
Okay. Okay. Didi.
so that we can have some question answer session for 10
Yes,
minutes,
yes,
10
sure.
minutes that we have.
Yes.
That will be more worthy of utilizing that time. So, what should I say? I'm feeling so glad, so happy, and taking pride in watching this kind of a transformation that you have been practicing at your organization. So, thank you so much, Professor Srinivasa Murthy-ji, Geeta Potaraju-ji, and your Value Education Cell coordinator, who had been also instrumental in this kind of creating this kind of an environment. So this was really an insightful presentation from your side, and it's truly inspiring to hear about all your efforts in fostering a value-based educational environment that you could do. So now we have a few minutes for questions and answers. If anyone in the audience has some question, please type in the chat box or raise your hand. Our moderator will provide you the mic. So we can have some questions or observations or reflections from the participants. Ji. If anyone has any question, who can. We are getting from YouTube a message from Dr. Gaurav Mishra ji. He says it was a beautiful presentation and very inspiring.
Yes, Ajay Pal Bhaiya, you can unmute yourself.
Ji. It was really indeed very nice presentation. And what was my takeaway that I got this, that 3P concept is that profit, people and planet. That was very new to me. If sir can elaborate some more on that, Hana, I have really like to know more about that.
Yeah. This is very important in the current context, Mr. Ajay Kumar. Thanks for the question. So normally the corporates always, they talk about the first P, profit. Always they would like to maximize the profit. So the strategies and decisions are taken mainly keeping that in mind. But now we are talking about sustainability. So that becomes very important. So what is that we are leaving for the next generation? Suppose the mining industry is there. They take away everything, energy sector, like that. If we exhaust all the resources, what is that we are leaving for the next generations? So it is very important for us to protect the planet. So what is that the corporate sector or any individual for that matter should do to protect the planet? So not only profit, take care of the people first, then also the planet as at the large. Because now we are all talking about greenhouse effect, and also so much, ozone layer depletion and all, so many things we are talking of. But it is the collective responsibility to work towards that. So Government of India has really encouraged in a big way that corporate social responsibility, the funds could be allocated to meet the requirements of people. So when say people, do we have real facilities at rural during the Corona time? We found that there were no hospitals, there were no oxygen cylinders, there was no place. People were dying with panic. But after that, government has given instructions that okay, corporate sector can spend money on CSR, and now we find that almost every hospital has got the oxygen cylinders. In fact, they are keeping idle because no need for it. But it is always better to be prepared for situation. So creating social infrastructure like good schools, good hospitals in villages is very important for a large country like India. So that is possible only through public-private partnership. That's the thing.
Actually, it's very nice to hear sir that. Actually, the thing is, if students at early stage will get such inputs that they are the business, the purpose of business is to for the society. This is ultimately for the next generation. It is for
Exactly.
the people, Hana. And so at early stage, if students are getting this exposure, I think then when they go to the industry, then they have a broader vision as compared to only profit making. So that is a very good thing that I have learned. It's very good thing that this institution is going through and doing this for the students. So congratulations and my best wishes to the students and to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
Dr. Manishi Mishra, if you allow me, I can ask one question from my side.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
We are just
And,
about to,
yeah, best wishes to Dr. Srinivas, sir, Murthy sir. The nice initiative from your end regarding lot of insights were there, how an institute can be in the role model in a day-to-day affair where profit is what is the center of living. But I just want to know that is this values were already there inculcated at the institution level before this universal human values was been there as a subject, or is that only after?
Sir, actually, even before that, there was a paper to the students offered as corporate governance, CSR, and business ethics for a long time. Because business ethics is such a discipline which has been talked of for the past 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
That discipline is there. But now universal human values actually conceptualize everything and provides in the nice framework through which we can provide values to the students.
That is what you say. It is holistically helping us.
Yes, yes.
Very, very nice, sir. Very nice.
It is become part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
The joining date, induction program itself, they are giving the value, importance of UHV, and with so many other events, we organize and we tell them this is how we have to do. So doing actually, is believing. So that's how we are able to inculcate values.
Right, sir. Best wishes for the entire team, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ji. Thank you, Patil Bhaiya. Thank you, Ajay Bhaiya, for your putting your questions. That is creating a kind of insight within how to go about inculcating values in our own organization. And the main thing that I find in this presentation is that we consider entire organization as a family, taking care of the health of our employees. And this simply what I feel is an indication that if one person transforms within, it becomes the strength for transformation of a larger group towards a humane society, which you have already initiated, even before taking support from UHV. UHV is again for sustainability, right? Rather than piecemeal solutions, it provides sustainable solution. So that way, it is wonderful to make our employees, our students, staff, everyone to explore within, reflect within, and decide on their own the right and wrong. That will help laying a good foundation. Thank you once again so much, sir, for your time, valuable time in this third rehearsal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Ji. So now it's time for to call upon the third speaker of this sharing session. So I would like to invite Ajay Kumar Pal Bhaiya. He is from Lajpat Rai DAV College, Jagrao, Ludhiana, Punjab. Welcome you, Ajay Bhaiya, for your individual sharing and inspiring us through your journey with it. Ji Bhaiya.
Thank you for having me here, Didi. So, good morning and namaste to all the delegates and speakers. So, as Didi has introduced me, so I am Ajay Kumar Pal, working as assistant professor in Lajpat Rai DAV College, Jagrao, a college affiliated to Punjab University, Chandigarh. And I have around 9.5 years of teaching experience. And in my family, I live with my parents, and we are 4 siblings, and I am the youngest one. And I have been married since 7 years now. And but feeling that I'm going through that, I am privileged to share my journey here through universal human values. So in this sharing, I'll briefly share about what my thought process was initially and how I attended this workshop and what this workshop on universal human values has actually transformed in me. So I belongs to a middle class family, and my father is a government Northern Railway employee. And as I'm the youngest one amongst my siblings, so I got the finest of parenting that my parents can offer. So I have got the money, I have got the freedom, I have got the opportunity to take my own decisions. So I completed my education here in Punjab and then completed my higher education from central part of India, and where I live my own. So I have the opportunity to develop the opinion about many aspects of life. And so I developed those opinions. And during my stay at central part of India during the higher education time, what I can conclude now that I have developed some kind of concern about the society. So I have seen people fighting for water. I have seen family disputes. I have seen relationship problems in my family, relatives, friends, and society, seen injustice, seen corruption. So these are the things that when I observe these things or note down these things, so I have developed a concern around about the society. So and I completed my higher education post graduation in computer science and joined teaching because I thought that teaching can be a profession where I can contribute to the betterment of society through education. That's what I have thought. So my initial thought was that I'll earn more, and in friends we discussed that we'll open an NGO and we'll do something towards improvement in the society. So that's what initial thought was, that people don't have shelter, they don't have the job, they don't have the food, so they don't have the justice. So these are some of the things that in starting I'm concerned of. During the starting period of my teaching career, I attended this 8-day workshop, and as Director IP has shown the pictures of the workshop, this is one kind of a unique workshop that I have attended. And when I recall those moments, I got a smile on my face that this was a 8-day residential workshop, and from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., sitting on mattresses and discussing the issues about the life, about the society, nature, existence, and so it was a wonderful experience, and that workshop actually initiated the transformation in me. In that workshop, I got to know, and I can say that I have realized the reason behind many of the my life past incidents. So I am able to understand that why those incidents happen to me. Why are these behavioral issues with me? Why are other people's behavior with me in this way? So I'm able to understand many of my life's past incident through the exploration in that workshop. So I have said it previously also that, for example, like in a Google map, someone can able to see that where someone is standing and where they want to go, and there are different paths. So in the same way, that workshops help me in realizing where I am now and where I need to go or where I want to go and what are the different paths to reach there. So that actually open up the bigger canvas of life in front of my eyes. After the workshop, around 4 or 5 years later, I have started attending weekly meetings, morning sessions, and actually started volunteering in this vision. And that volunteering actually helped me in my transformation started in a fast pace. That's what I can say. If I can talk about the transformation, the biggest transformation on one takeaway that I can say here is that the ability to understand one's behavior, the ability to understand the reason behind any situation or any event, that is the biggest takeaway that I can say now, that now I'm able to understand my own behavior, the reason behind my own behavior, whether it is happiness, whether it is unhappiness, whether it is a reaction, whether it is a response. I am able to understand the reason behind my own behavior. I'm able to understand the reason behind others' behavior. I'm able to understand the reason behind the injustice in the society or in the college or in any organization. I am able to understand the reason behind most of the societal issues. Initially, what I understand, I understand the problem as surface level, but now I'm able to understand the root cause of the problems. This can I actually realized one day. One day, what has happened that my mother was ill, and this incident was 4 or 5 years back. So my mother was ill, and she was ill from past 1 week. So one day I'm getting ready to go for the college, and so I'm taking my breakfast, and my wife told me that my mother has taken something yesterday which is not good for her health. So I got reaction inside, and then in some harsh tone, I told my mother that what is the need to take the medicine if you want to take such things? So if you want to eat such things, then we'll stop medicine and you can eat whatever you want. So these are 4 or 5 statements in some harsh tone that I have spoken to her, and I immediately realized that I have reacted, and I felt bad. But so my mother said, no, no, she will not take that again. So that incident happened. I have completed my breakfast and went to college. And throughout the day, there are numerous thoughts that are going through my mind, that why I have reacted. It can be betterly managed, or there are numerous thoughts going on. In the evening, I came back home, sitting in drawing room and sipping my cup of tea. I'm sitting alone there, and there are these thoughts coming. And then one thought came that, do my mother want to harm her health? That thought came, and the immediate answer came was no. She don't want to harm her health. She just don't have the control over her cravings. So she's taking plain food from last 6 7 days, and she has some liking of taste. So she just don't have the control. But do she want to harm her health? So answer came no. The second thought came that, do I want to hurt her? So the answer came again no. I also don't want to hurt her. I just have the concern about her health. I want her to be healthy. I don't want her to be unhealthy. So the moment I those two questions answered by myself, so that actually settling down many thoughts in me. So I have realized that neither my mother had the bad intention, neither I have the bad intention. It's just that she don't have the control over her cravings, and I don't have control over, I, I don't have the ability to communicate my proper feelings to her. So it's not about the intention. We both are pure. We both are okay at our own end. So that at that moment when this was actually happening in me, a smile came at my face. I am laughing on me, and I actually realized the reason behind an incident. I actually understand a event, that why it has happened. And that actually settled down a number of thoughts in me. And at that moment, I came at peace, I came at harmony. So at that day, I have realized that just by understanding an event, that why this has happened, why my behavior was this, why her behavior was like this, just by understanding this, I came at peace, I came at harmony. After that day, many a times I'm able to understand the reason behind incidents now. And so there are adverse situations in life that come every day or every week. But the thing is that now I'm able to understand the reason behind those adverse situations, the reason behind those unfavorable behaviors or moments. And just by understanding, I came at peace. And what I have realized also, that when I am at peace, just by understanding the situation, my thought process, my whole thought process that is initially was problem oriented, now becomes solution oriented. Now the thoughts which are coming, that are constructive, that are complementing, that are those thoughts which are helping in solutions, that are solution oriented thoughts. And now I also realize this, then when I am at peace, when I am at harmony, then I am also able to contribute in solution, which is also helpful in bringing harmony to others' life as well. So, but my biggest takeaway that I can take here is just by understanding the reason behind the incident, people behavior or situations, I came at peace. And by when I am at peace, I am able to make constructive thoughts, or the thoughts which are coming to me are constructive, and I myself able to live at peace and also make efforts to contribute to others' peace as well. So that is what I have realized. And so this is the my biggest takeaway. There are many more things that I have realized, but this is the most prominent of all, that what I can say. So uh, I'm also very grateful to get this opportunity to share my sharing here. So I can stop my sharing here, and thank you all for listening to me. And if there are any questions or comments or observations from your side, then you are most welcome. Ji, namaste.
Namaste, Bhaiya, and thank you so much. Opportunity to you, but an inspiration to everyone. This is how I see. So very nice exploration, Bhaiya, that you could see your own feelings and the same relationship, which which can turn into toxic relationship, is just stopped in well in time by just looking within. The simple solution is, why do we go for the feelings which are not naturally acceptable to us, which make us ourselves uncomfortable? So just this simple one question transforms us to look within, see our own sanskar, and evaluate them. This is so very nice that it's this one simple thought gets us to harmony within, creating harmony outside. Thank you so much, Bhaiya. I think we could have had many more questions with you, question answer session with you, but because we are running short of time and we have one more sharing.
Ji,
So, can we have that sharing, Ajay Bhaiya?
ji, Didi, very sure. Na, I'm also very looking forward to listen to that sharing.
Ji.
Mhm.
Akbari Jahaji is also appreciating your sharing, writing nice exploration. That's very nice. Thank you, Akbari ji, for your remarks. So now we have with us next speaker and the last one for today's session, because 11:30 we have to close it. Jagdish Babu Bhaiya from Madanapalli Institute of Technology and Sciences. He is one of the regional coordinators of SCR region. So Jagdish Babu Bhaiya, are you there? Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
can see you on the screen. Namaste Bhaiya and welcome,
no,
and we are keen to listen to your sharing Bhaiya. And
thank
please see if we can manage it within time Bhaiya.
definitely. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you for the opportunity and namaste to all the co-explorers and the panelists and delegates present over here. As Didi told, my name is Dr. Jagdish Babu Bellam, working as assistant professor in the Department of Physics, Madanapalli Institute of Technology and Science, Madanapalli, Andhra Pradesh. So I have connected with this UHV content from June 2021. Before connecting to this UHV, I'm very calm outside, but a lot of reaction, lot of disturbance, confusions, contradictions are there within. And I used to get reaction both inside and outside, only on my family members, not outside people. So after going through this UHV, I came to know that I will be successful only when I reach my goal, that my goal is to be happy. So this clarity, attending more and more UHV sessions, weekly meetings and monthly meetings, morning sessions, improved more clarity to understand the reality as it is. So when I take these proposals to students, I see that I should also see this within me. So the self-exploration has started, and I used to shout at my students and my family members, my kids, and whenever I go in outside in a vehicle, if someone is not following the rules, regulations, I try to get disturbance. Even if they are honking unnecessarily, I just stop them and get into arguments. So this disturbance has continued, but now slowly exploring the feeling of trust, the intention, and the competence. So I can see that I am getting this opposition and feeling of irritation, anger because I doubt their intention. So now I try to understand that I am also having this lack of competence, and they are also having this lack of competence. Now I am trying to not to react after seeing this right here, right now video, how this chain reaction happens. So now I am trying to be more responsible than reaction. So recently, when I'm going in vehicle, there was a people who is bothering the other by their rash driving. So now I see that they are not doing intentionally. It is their lack of understanding. So with this clarity, I'm not disturbed outside and also inside. So I am more responsible. Now with the students also, I can see that the feeling of relationship is developing with all. And I see that all are human beings and the other is similar to me. And this feeling of respect is also developing so slowly. So that's what the main thing I'm working, and it's a long way. So I'm spending time for spreading these proposals to my colleagues and faculty nearby institutes and participating more and more, uh, which is purposeful and it is meaningful. Recently, I built a home, but the neighbor has went to the court regarding the 9-inch land. So I see that this physical facility is not bringing happiness. The feeling of relationship with all, with right understanding, right feeling is the source for happiness. So this is the things that I'm exploring within, and also I'm experimenting within myself. I'm sharing this UHU content to all. I have attended UHU2, UHU3, and every day I'm one or the other way I'm listening to this content. So thank you for the opportunity, and I would like to be in part of this UHV family. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Jagdish Babu Bhaiya, for your enriching sharing, invaluable sharing of the aspect that you have actually explored within, could see within, and work on yourself, making around harmony within. Before moving out, it's about creating harmony within. So we could have had a question answer session, but as its time is getting over, we have to have half an hour break from 11:30 to 12 before we get into the closing session for this third round of rehearsal. Anyone with any kind of a remark for Ajay Bhaiya and Jagdish Babu Bhaiya can say in brief in 1 or 2 minutes if possible. Otherwise, we would like to close for today.
Yeah, Devi, I just want to add up the best wishes for both. I think exploration is happening within, and it is only for all of us for the journey, and we are there together to help each other. Best wishes.
I would also, Didi, like to compliment and give my best wishes to Ajay Pal Bhaiya and Jagdish Bellam Bhaiya. We are together, I think, enjoying the exploration and learning so many things together. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, Geeta ji. So, as we have just heard, each of our speakers brought forth rich experiences highlighting the incredible impact that value education can have on students, educators, and entire communities. So, these experiences also remind us that the journey toward a humane society starts with each one of us through intentional practices, committed institutions, and a shared vision for a better world. So I think with this, I would once again, before I close, I extend my deepest gratitude to all the speakers for their openness, insights, and dedication to the cause of value education. Your stories have truly inspired us, sir, providing practical pathways that we can all take back to our own institutions and personal practices. Thank you so much. And thanks to the wonderful audience also for their thoughtful questions, engagement throughout the sessions. Your active participation is also what makes the session meaningful. So thank you everyone from my side. Over to you, Sangeeta ji.
Thank you, Manishi Didi, and thank you, Director Sir. Thank you, Ajay Pal Bhaiya, Jagdish Babu Bhaiya, Amrish Pal Bhaiya, Geeta Didi, for this third session presentations. And namaste to all, and thank you for joining this particular session. Shall we end the meeting, Didi?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste,
Namaste.
everyone.
Namaste to all.
Namaste. Thank you.